this is Space Cryptids. There she is. She's in a mood today. Really asking to like and subscribe. It's crazy. Do it for her, not for me. Anywho, we are continuing with case 8. I just want to start off sound wise. It's summertime, so my air conditioner is gonna be coming on probably, and you might hear it buzz in and out. And I apologize, but I'm not willing to have it not be on, so it is what it is. I don't know. I'm so stuck on this. I'm pretty confident with Ava and Ursula, but Albert and Hart. Well, Klaus we learned last time. Okay. Okay. From this conversation, we learned with Klaus is the Amsterdam guy, right? The root tree, not the root tree, the Rose Street. Rose Street. So is that it? Is that Yeet? Okay, but what does he look like? How to know? And you, the little man, right? He's the art forger. Oh, she mentioned Casper. Let's go back to what she says. Hi, Bubs. She brought, oh, my sister's ex-husband, she brought him to Annalise's wedding. Friend of Casper's. Haven't seen him in a while. Did we have any? We didn't have a conversation with Casper. We did speak to Casper here. Right, Casper was the Viking? Oh, hold on. David fell in love with a girl once champion skier who married a terrible man. Never got over it. It was beautiful service. Tiny church with a... Okay, so I think his name is David. Not Fairview. He's died. No, because... No. They're both named David? Wait. Hold on. Wait. 2 marathon men. That's them. That's not the little man. I don't know how I got it in my head that this guy, but he never showed up to the wedding, right? Well, how do I come up with his last name? Oh, no, David's dead. David's dead. He'd just been to the funeral of his dear friend earlier that yay. David was a brilliant artist. Oh, come on. David Richmond. What do you look like then, sir? No, I don't think you're right. Here's the article. Hold on. So, so here's what I was thinking before, right? Annalise liked her pearls. right? I'm pretty sure that was her. Annalise liked her pearls. So when she said she got in trouble for wearing pearls, I thought she was talking about Annalise. But she's not wearing pearls. But she is. My sister's ex-husband. Are you Ursula? No. Okay. Two or fewer. Hmm. He's dead, he's in the church, right? You have to be in Amsterdam. And you're for sure in Austin, right? Wait, are they not in Austin? She's out in Austin. She comes over on the weekends. Where are they? Where's the basin? Where's the basin? Where's the Permian is that a real place? Permian Basin, Texas. It is a real place. Probably New Mexico too. Hmm. Zero helpfulness. I mean, Dallas, I guess, maybe? Because it was the bus, and that's where they are? And it's also the last big place in Texas. Not the last big place, but the last mentioned here, I guess. Hey, okay, sure, whatever. I have identified 4 fugitives. The mother and daughter are Ursula and May McCullough. They lives in Dallas, in Austin, Texas. There they run blackmail and honey trapping operation, which has led to the death of a notable politician. Klaus Hart's pseudonym is Gute Henriks. He runs the Rose Street Gallery and is the owner of Stolen. That's the one I decided was stolen, right? Because the forgeries are, I think the forgeries are those things. That's his calling card. Albert Kuntz goes by David Richmond. He is buried. He is responsible for 2 Rothberg forgeries, the secret icon, and all of his double-headed axe. Yeah, buddy. Call it a day. Call it a day. I do feel tired today. I'm a little congested. The mystery man. Sorry, I keep leaning into my microphone. I just keep leaning in. All right, flip the page. Oh my god, 3? Are we kidding me? Oh. Your final case. We are looking for the murderer of Arch. Is it gonna turn out to be Saul? That'd be so funny. Archbishop Tura, on successful completion of this case, will be depositing $10,000 into your bank account. Please do not disappoint us. 10K. Bishop Vincenzo Tura was found brutally stabbed to death in the early hours underneath the altar at St. Matthias Church, Budapest. Authorities have not determined a cause, although the ferocity of attack may suggest ideological motives. Scrawled above the altar was the word Ratline. Police are continuing to look for leads in the wake of a wave of... What does the note say? Although, you know what? Where was the last, No, come on. We know what I want. Not the squad. Maybe it was the Hoffman doc photo. Is that him? Budapest. Budapest. Do you know what the capital of Hungary is? Buda. Because Buda is all past when he is hungry. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. Santo Cristo. Oh, St. Matthias. Hello, St. Matthias Church. This is Eliza Chapelaine speaking. Hello, Eliza. My name is Saul Perlman. I am looking into Bishop Tura's death. So many months after, I thought the police inquiry was closed. I'm pursuing the matter private. I don't know why I'm doing voices all of a sudden. I just am. I doubt I have anything I didn't already tell the police, but of course I'll help. Tell me everything you told to the police. How did you know the bishop? I've been working with him for many years. He was originally a priest in Rome. I had taken my vows and was due to join the monastery in St. Augustino's. Okay. Rome. Saint. Oh, I don't think that matters. That's her stuff, right? Augustino. We'll just write it down just in case. But you never joined? He was very insistent. He convinced me to stay and do his books. I always had a talent for numbers. In time, I managed all the elements of the church and moved with him to Budapest. This was just after the war? What was Rome like back then? It was a pretty wild place. Not that I had much time for wildness. It was an unoccupied city teeming with all sorts of people. Refugees, spies, Nazis. Now, Mr. Perlman, it doesn't pay to be rude. I know nothing about that and is never a... Oh. F you, Elsa. Being a Nazi isn't a private... Thank you, Perlman. Well, it certainly wasn't my business, you dipshit. What was Bishop Tura like as a man? A Nazi? A little bit of a fascist, if I may say so myself. He was a man of great passions, a true humanitarian. He spent considerable time working for the Red Cross. Arranging passports? Exactly. He sank countless hours into helping people in dire need to leave the country for opportunities abroad. Have you ever heard of the Siegfried? That is not one I know. Is that a passenger ship? It is. Well, I don't know it. You knew it was a ship. Did you see anything suspicious the night of his death? Mr. Perlman, I've already told this story so many times, but you didn't tell it to me. Oh, I keep getting ink on my fingers. Just once more, please. Okay, my room is at the back of the church. All day the bishop seemed unusually tense. He was pacing back and forth a lot. Did he say what he was tense about? No, but he had a bag packed. I assumed he was going on some short-term mission work. Oh, mission. Like a Mormon mission. Less than it used to be. When we were in Rome, he was always disappearing off on short trips to Europe, America, Argentina particularly. So what happened next? I'd been helping out, painting the nave. He wanted it sunshine yellow. It took a few hours. And then I left around 6, leaving the bishop in a study. He was busy writing something. What happened after you left? I went home to sleep. I was woken in the middle of the night. Is she still living a nun life without being a nun? Or her and the bishop, you know? A young police officer saying the bishop had been murdered. I gotta wake you up. And you're quite certain you don't know what who the bishop was meeting with? Who says he was meeting with someone? Well, if he was tense on the day of his murder, it suggests that perhaps he was meeting someone. Perhaps something went wrong. Oh my, I've never really thought about it that way. Come to think of it, there was something very small. There's nothing too small, my dear Elsa. What's that? The morning I was walking down the street to the church, I saw someone and thought, that looked like Daniel. Daniel? Who's Daniel? He was an American we knew in Rome. I used to see him with the bishop often in Rome. They were at that cafe owned by John. Generic ass names. What did he look like? Oh, he always looked the same. Small man, very slight, very bald, square glasses. Are you sure? No, just a passing thought. Did Bishop Turret keep any weapons on his person? Yes, it might surprise you, but priests were frequently robbed. He kept a short black-handled knife on him at all times. Is that the same knife he was murdered with? It was. The assailant must have snatched it from him. The bastard! I have something to say. I don't think she cares. To be honest, I think she's a Nazi. Oh, fine. Let's just tell her. What do you mean? He helped certain people flee the country. Of course, refugees. No. They were wanted men and women, Nazis. What? What? Churi gave them shelter, found them passports, and sent them to safe places where they thrived. Mr. Perlman, I can hardly believe what I'm hearing. This is a man I've known for 25 years. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you. I can't say anything. I feel totally broken. You'll pardon me, I must go. Elsa, I... This is Daniel. Maybe, right? I mean, he was rooting. We're rooting. I think we're just gonna have to keep bringing this up. Oh wait, maybe this one. You know what? Just in case, let's bring it up. Why not? Okay. John Smith of Cafe 405. John Smith. Cafe 405. Okay. About Daniel. Daniel Ferrer in Madrid. Madrid? Well, we'll put that name down. Daniel Ferrer. House of Olives. Olives, okay. Oh god, I accidentally took 2 screenshots of absolutely nothing. No. Hello, John. Cafe 405, are you looking to make a booking? I'm afraid not. I'm looking to speak with John. Hang on a second, I'll get him. John Smith, manager. How can I help you? How can I help? Oh my goodness. Hi, John. I'm Saul Portman. I'm calling about Daniel and Bishop Tura. Aha! I was wondering when this day would come. Shoot. Who's Daniel? Daniel, that's his code name, was a spy. He worked for the Americans in Rome. He used to meet contacts there, including Bishop Tura, or as I knew him, Vincenzo. John? Loose lips. You know what they say. Do you know his surname? No, he was always Daniel to me. I caught DH once. No, so not Farrer. Daniel. H. Hoffman. Hoffman? What did he and the priest meet about? I didn't know at the time, but they were meeting about some of the people in Tura's care. Choir boys? I think we both know what that means. This was Roman in the 40s, Nazis. What did Daniel have to do with that? He was looking to recruit them. As what? Spies. For who? Gosh, you are a bit simple, aren't you? The Americans, of course. Daniel was CIA. Ooh. Did the Dantes come by with them? Frequently, they needed to straighten out paperwork. Who did you see? Well, there was a very beautiful girl with her husband. I recognized her straight away, of course. And if you're worth your salt, you know who I'm talking about. Annalise. Though I must be careful what I say around here. This is the Hoffman property now? It is! Irony of ironies. I, however, remain unchanged. Part of the furniture. And yes, John Smith is my real name. Who else did you see? Oh, a litany of criminals. Stormer, Moreau, and the whole damn bunch. Old Vinny certainly could pick them. How so? Just about the worst of the bunch. Rich as well. I'm sure Vinny did it out of kindness of his Nazi heart, but there was a lot of money changing hands. He took payment? Of course he did. Oh, for sure. Tur got paid twice. Once by the Nazi fugitives, again by the CIA. What can I say? Priests around here love money. Even more than helping Nazis? Why choose? I have. Daniel came by several months ago, a few weeks before old Vinny was off. Seems he had a change of heart. Change of heart? Well, he dropped off some documents with me, said to wait until the time was right. They speak for themselves. Will you send them to me? Can you put them out there? I can. Seems like he'd become estranged from his former employer, the CIA? He no longer works for the CIA? So it would seem quite cut up about the whole venture. How so? Like I say, I think he'd come to believe the whole venture was wrong. I could have told him back then, for free. Do you know where he is now? My feeling is, if Daniel wants you to find him, he'll show you the way. Is Daniel the one that hired me? To ruin this network? You mentioned visiting some of his past acquaintances. Has your surveillance turned him up anywhere? I don't know. Well, keep looking. He also likes to get in bed with them. A little intertwined business interest, so there's a strong paper trail. What does that mean? Look for any common threads you can tug on. You'll find him. That's the whole job, John. Thanks, I guess. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. All familiar. Patrice Moreau? Did I? Is that one of them? Memorandum for the record. Operation Trident. In 1945 to 48, significant efforts were made to recruit ex-Nazi fugitives as American agents in order to stop the incursion of communism into Western Europe. This was largely headed by my team in Rome with significant success. Operation Trident, however, was never disbanded and still serves to protect these agents far beyond reasonable measures. As a key proponent of Operation Trident, I serve my country at a time of pressing need. However, I feel now that it is incumbent on us to start revealing our role in protecting war criminals and murderers. Not only have we protected the children of powerful families such as the Hoffmans, but also enriched and empowered vicious killers such as Stormer, Schroeder, and Moreau. Finally, we have turned a blind eye to contemporary crimes committed by our agents, including the murder of a senator. It is my view that the entire program must be disbanded immediately with materials released to Congress for scrutiny. If this does not come to pass, I will be forced to rely on established measures beyond the agency's control. This matter must be settled, Deputy Director. We got something from the CIA once. Is that it? Thought we got more. Oh, come on, game. You know what I'm looking for. Intertwined business interest. I think this is him. Daniel? Daniel. How could you, Daniel? Yeah, I didn't think so. Surveillance. Is that him? I just connected these. There he is. Okay. Did they purposely make their teeth so yellow? Okay, wait. Where are the ones I found them on? Okay. Seaside is where he was. This is so weird to me. I keep thinking it's something else. I was hoping. Maybe the druggists? All the druggists? Tree State druggist. I could have sworn there's so many more druggists. Vancouver? You were in Canada? Sure. Fine. No. I'm gonna look at all the photos. Oh, that's okay. Daniel. Yeah, we saw same suit, Dan. Oh no, it's just same color shirt. The docks one you're in, I know that. I saw that. You know what? I want to mark them all. Bus tour. Boom. Conference. Boom. Doc, got it. No. I can't believe how many of these photos had nothing to do with anything. Excuse me. I might need to change my contacts. Sometimes I get really tired with my contacts on, and then I wake up when I take it off. I did those. No, unless you're wearing a wig. Tried it? No, I tried that already. So let's try that. Okay. I don't think he's been the one doing. Is he just there sometimes as like. You son of a bitch! Ooh, 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 wait a second. Oh, sorry, did I wake you up? Did I wake you up? I'm so sorry. Come here, let me. Affectionate smacks. $7 p.m. Hold on. Hold on a second. Oh, but you know what? How would I know? Whatever, let's just try. Let's see. 251. Oh, no, that's a 3. 251. 34. 0. 1. Okay, sure. Hello, this is Hopper. I'm calling. Ooh, is that his last name? Hopper? Wait a second, hold on. Wait a second, hold on. Wait a second. Mind Palace. I've seen that name before. I'm calling in observation on Schroeder. We have a chance to eliminate him. What do you mean it's cancelled? This is our opportunity. Valued asset? Value for what? You can't be serious. He's right where we want him. Shirley! Don't call me Shirley. There's something going on here. I saw a guy who looked just like him. Perhaps a body double, but it feels off. The guy's too relaxed or something. Something strange going down. We could lose him. Alright, I'll keep an eye on him. New evidence added, but it's not. Going down, down. Let me. I don't think yeah. The Ratline. We already know that stuff. What rooms were they in again? 301, 302. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Excuse me. 302, 301. Can we see something? 251. 301. Nope, 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 nope. Sorry. 31. 1. Yeah. 251. 3201. Hopper, hopper, hopper. Hopper, 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 hopper. I found you, hopper. Yes, hello. Hello, I'm looking to speak to Daniel. Daniel, I'm afraid we don't have anyone answering to that name here. My name is Saul Perlman. I'm a private investigator. I'm looking into into a murder. Oh my, that sounds quite shocking. I'm looking for a man with an interest in dentistry, bus tours, and the maritime industries. Sounds like quite a gentleman. He wrote a letter that he left with a friend. I've read it. I see. I've been chasing down Bishop Tura's Ratline. All criminals. This, though, is different. Why is that? You tell me. Who are you? Well, I suppose now is the time. My name is Daniel Hopper. Your code name? That's all I can give for now. I worked for the American government for 30 years. I served as a signals officer, and then, after the war, was stationed in Rome. Num 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 num. I love coffee. Where you recruited Nazis? Yes, I did. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Get off my phone. After the war, Stalin and the Russians were threatening to move in Western Europe, and the government was very concerned about stopping them by any means. Why Nazis? They weren't all Nazis, just the ones on the Ratline. Rome was teeming with spies of every nationality. However, prominent Nazis often still possess strong networks. They could give us information about the Russians. From fighting them? Exactly. So how'd you do it? In 1945, I met Father Vincenzo Tura. He was a young, dull priest with a bent for money and a loathing of communists and Jews alike. I found out he was sheltering friends, family, and associates of the Hoffmans. So you arranged to meet. We arranged for them to continue their passage to the Americas in exchange for an ongoing supply of information. In doing so, you excuse them of crimes such as murder. We did, regrettably. I didn't want to say it was a different time. I don't want to say it's a different time. But you will. I make no excuses. It was deplorable. Why did you have a change of heart? Today, I look at us. We fought so hard, and yet the fascists are out in the streets again. This is so true. It hurts. It hurts so much. We had not only protected these people then, but continued to protect them. Oh my god. I know it's on the nose. I don't care. It's the truth. God damn it. And it's terrible. Including ignoring their crimes. Annalise Hoffman murdering her husband, the murder of Harlan Cottrell, Rainier Wilson, Cyril Lampton, not to mention the misery visited upon entire countries by those Nazis heads of police. You realize we had gone too far. So you drafted your letters to the CIA. I sent them. The next day I was dismissed. I feared immediately for my life, but before I left, I destroyed their Ratline files. Their identities and locations? Yes, so no one could use them, at least until I told the world. What happened to Bishop Tura? After I was fired from the CIA, I passed some of my papers to my close friend John at Cafe 405. I then went to see the bishop. What did you want to say to him? I wanted to convince him to release the Ratline to the authorities. When I arrived, it was just after dusk, and he was pacing in front of his altar, clearly agitated. What happened then? I had brought the Ratline written down with me. I spoke with him briefly. I pleaded with him and said he pulled a knife on me. Why? He knew that if I went public, it would be the end of him. It was me or him. You struggled. We did. In the struggle, I grabbed a knife from him. He came at me and I stabbed him. He fell at the foot of his altar. So then what happened? I was overcome with anger. I took the list, placed it against his chest, and drove the knife in. There was a tin of paint nearby. I took up the brush and painted the word Ratline above the altar. That's so dramatic. You wanted to spread the word. I did, to no avail. Someone got there first. They got the list. Your employers. Who are they? You tell me. I don't know. You expect me to believe you that you didn't just murder him in cold blood to cover your tracks and accept your version of justice? It is all I can offer. Funny, isn't it, how he ended up murdered so theatrically? They say the Lord works in mysterious ways, divine judgment, perhaps. I suppose that makes you Azrael then, not Daniel, an avenging angel. I suppose so. So what happens now? Well, Saul, either you believe me or you don't. If you want to hand me in to your masters, you can tell them my name, Daniel Hopper of Chicago. I'm sure you have a photo or three. And if I don't, if I believe you, have I been working with the Nazis this whole time? Tell them that I'm Afro Campbell of Baltimore. Same photos. Then what? If you take my side, we can get down to some real work. It'll be dangerous, but we can finally bring justice to those who deserve it. Hunting down Nazis? Of course. And if it hands you in, well, then you can take your master's pay packet and go back to your regular life. For a while, at least. Good day, Mr. Perlman. I've been bamboozled? I probably shouldn't have yelled in my place with thin walls. I'm working with Nazis? Well. You know what? I want to use a different photo. Because I think it's funny. Oh, I can't. Damn it. Alright, fine. What was the name he wanted me to use? Alfred Campbell of Baltimore. Yeah, it's fine. Why did I pick the dog? Got your man. Never mind. I got it. I got it. Almost didn't get it, but I got it. I can't believe this. I've been me, a Jewish man. Done. I found them all. I need to stop though. The whole thing was a CIA operation. We can't go any further. It's too dangerous. We know. You do? Yes, we are the CIA. What? Oh, the CIA. Well, same difference, right? We're the same people who worked for the director until he changed his mind. So you're not hunting Nazis for justice? No, our deputy director destroyed their files. You helped recover the assets. This is a complicated world, Saul. We have our interests like anyone else. Hey, don't you talk to me like I'm some chopped liver. You used me. We did what we had to. Our director turned his back on the mission. Unfortunately, his new vision did not align with ours. We see value in maintaining our prize pass assets. But why me? Why didn't you look for them yourselves? We need to clean hands, plus deniability. You're despicable. Perhaps. Perhaps. So what happens now? What happens to people I've tracked down? They'll likely be reintegrated into the U.S. espionage program or else eliminated. This isn't it. You haven't heard the last of me. You haven't heard the last of me. I'll tell the world. And who will believe you, Mr. Perlman? You're just a washed-up detective with a dog and a few sad stories. Hi, buddy. No, Mr. Perlman, just us. Sleep well. No credits? What? I'll show the credits then. Oh, this is a very small team. Good job, you guys. Tim, Dylan, Andy's, Celia, Will, Andrew, Anthony, Kevin, Chris, Jess, Robin, Jeremy, Oliver, NSIDK, I guess. We did it. We were on the wrong side the whole time, but hopefully, maybe there'll be a sequel and then we're gonna actually kill them. I mean, catch them. Sorry. Slip of the tongue. Yeah. Anyway. We did it. Unfortunately. Spiel, regular spiel over here. Last video I played over here. I mean, it's gonna be a short one, but who cares? An hour and 24 minutes. That's not bad. Over here is the playlist for Ratline, and over here will be the subscribe button if you so wish. That is me, Space Scripted. Don't work for fascists. Bye.